Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys. Welcome to the 2016 Northeast Shriners Association Fall Field Days. Leading off the parade today are our illustrious sirs from the Imperial offices in the United States. Three of them are here with us, and we're fortunate to have them here.
Immediately following that is our own host temple, which is Luxor, representing all of New Brunswick. And Fredericton is fortunate enough this year to host this event. It only happens once in 15 years, and next it'll be 15 more years before it's back in New Brunswick.
And our potentate here in New Brunswick is illustrious Sir Don Demings, and that's why we're here in Fredericton, because that's where illustrious Sir lives.
The Fall Field Days are actually the Northeast Shrine Association Fall Field Days. It involves 15 shrine centers, all the way from Rhode Island up the eastern seaboard, and eastern Canada over to Ottawa. And that's where the 15 shrine centers get together each year and have competitions like clown competitions and mini car competitions, slalom races, and then we have a great parade.
Leading off the parade is Imperial Sir Kane. He's from Nashville in the United States. And we have two other Imperial officers here as well. Imperial is the head of the organization of Shriners, and we have three of our officers here for this wonderful event here in Fredericton today. There's Bill Bailey giving us a big wave as he goes by. There he is. Hey. Leading off the parade are the Luxor Shriners. Luxor is the New Brunswick group of Shriners from all over the province. We have 674 Shriners in New Brunswick. Our potentate is illustrious Sir Don Demings, and they'll be leading off the group as they come down the street here. And you see all of these different units. Our funny cars and our parade units. That's the motor car out of Moncton that's circling around at the start of the parade with the blue jackets and their little mini cars. I see next is coming down the street, we have a bunch from Cora. Cora's out of Lewiston, Maine, the Cora Temple, and they're walking here today. Their potentate is Paul Poulin. They support the Springfield, Mass. Shriners Hospital and the Boston Burn Center. Cora has over 2,000 Shriners compared to our New Brunswick group. New Brunswick Shriners support the Montreal Shriners Hospital and the Boston Burn Center as well, with all the fundraising that we do.
Luxor finances movement of the children, transportation of the children to the Montreal Hospital, as well as we operate a clinic 4 to 5 times a year here in the province. In the course of any given year, Luxor spends well over $200,000 a year for the purpose of getting children to and from the hospitals.
For people that don't know about our hospital in Montreal, we just opened a brand new one last fall. It cost us $130 million to build that brand new hospital for our children. And it's been paid off just in the last 2 or 3 months by all the folks that help us through our fundraising efforts to help our children. Here comes some more of the funny cars. They're from Cora, out of Lewiston, Maine. As I said, Cora's got over 2,000 Shriners. Maine actually has 2 temples, Cora and Anna. There's a lot of Shriners over there in Maine. If anyone's interested in becoming a Shriner, just get a hold of us anytime. We'd love to have you become a Shriner. You have to be a Mason to become a Shriner.
If you're an already member of the Masonic Lodge, then all you have to do is make application to your local shrine center to go through the process of being initiated or accepted as a candidate for Shriners.
Filey is coming up next. Filey is the Nova Scotia and PEI Temple. The potentate is illustrious Sir Harold Farrell. They raise funds to help our Montreal Hospital and the Boston Burn Center. Currently, Filey has 855 Shriners in their temple. Some of the boys from down in Yarmouth. Southwest Shrine Club out of Yarmouth, Nova Scotia, right there, in an old Model something, Model T, Model A. And here comes their big bus, the Filey Shriners bus. Coming down the street now, you hear the pipes and drums of the Fredericton Society Pipe Band. This band is a world-class pipe band. They compete internationally in events across Canada, the United States, and even in Scotland. And they've been winners many times of various championship awards. They're leading the Luxor group today as they come down the street. There's our potentate coming, potentate Don Demings, with the divan members around him, all in their yellow shirts. You can see them coming now.
Luxor actually started back in July of 1903 in New Brunswick, and we've been operating ever since.
See our Shriner flag. Every hotel in Fredericton today where our Shriners are staying is flying our Shriners International flag. And of course, we always fly the Canadian and the United States flag as well. Known by now as the Director General for this event, Daryl Munn. Daryl's job was to organize this whole event and put a team together to do that. That was the Loyalist unit out of St. John, part of the Luxor Temple group. They have those old muskets, and boy, they love to shoot them off as they go through parades. Scares people, but stand by, they're probably going to do it again. The Loyalist unit out of St. John. Coming up next is the Fire Brigade, Luxor Fire Brigade, in their 1953 truck. That truck is 63 years old this year, and it's still running. It's by the tender love and mercy of these guys that have this truck. And you'll see some of their funny cars as well. The unit has got a number of funny cars as well. Coming up next is from the Upper Valley, the caboose unit. They're from up in the Woodstock area. And they bring that big caboose with them and go in a lot of parades. I'm joined now by Roger Baird, who's going to help me with the commentary here.
Okay, Doug, remember also there was the clown competition this morning at the Regent Mall, and I understand it was very successful, lots of children on hand, and they were well entertained.
We'd like to say thank you to everybody who came out, our clowns from across the Northeast. Well, what you see here is the Northeast Shrine Association Clown Competition. It's part of a bigger event, what's going on in Fredericton here today. And what you see here is the makeup and costume portion of the clown competition, as well as the balloon twisting event, which is going on right now.
So basically what we're looking at today is we're looking for the various different balloons that we have, how much air is in them, the distance.
Colors.
We're looking, oh yeah, you want the colors.
The correct colors.
Yeah, absolutely. And looking at the balloons for art, the different kinds of, yeah, hey, come on. We're looking for art, we're looking for different kinds of colors to put together, the twists and turns, and identify the items that are in the competition. Mostly, if you're looking at a little dog, you're looking at the size of the paws that are on the size of the paws that are on the dog, and see if they're all in consistency.
So, should I do it with my eyes open or my eyes closed? All right, here we go. So here's our 160, but we let it go all the way to the end this time, right? I let just a little bit of air out. That's called burping.
Well, tying balloons is a skill. It's a learned skill. The main thing is you got to have fresh balloons and a willingness to do it. Anyone can do it.
I make a little bubble like this, and you pass me the flower. Thank you, princess. I take it, I put it up against my stomach. Now here's the incredibly technical part. Are you ready? I pull it apart, and then I jam it in. Boop.
We have clowns from all over the northeastern United States, eastern Canada as far as Ottawa, south as far as Rhode Island and Connecticut. They're all here. We have a large contingent from Nova Scotia. We have a big contingent from Maine.
When I joined in 2009, I joined the clown unit. And there I found really a passion, where I could actually put smiles on kids' faces. Kids of all ages, really.
And we end up with a flower. But nobody gives a flower away like this, right? It's far too long. So we're going to take it, we're going to fold it up, We're going to fold it down. There we go. We're going to grab it in the middle, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3. How'd I do? There you go, babe. There we go, babe. There's a white puppy.
And we had our mini car competition as well, and that was at the exhibition grounds.
On your mark, go! On your mark, go!
Well, it's pretty tight, but I went through it all right. Corners are really, really tight. But I mean, the biggest thing is not falling down. A lot of balance, a lot of hard work goes into it. We practice about every other week.
Well, on an annual basis, we have a competition with the Northeast Motor Corps Association. The Northeast Motor Corps Association is part of the Shrine Association, and part of the day's festivities is to do this competition, and it just competes one of the temples against the other temples.
Oh, the mini car competitions, all of the competitions for Fall Field Days are very important. It gives the nobility, the nobles, a chance to show off their talents they've learned operating their little mini cars, mini motorcycles and vehicles. It also aids in the camaraderie, the friendship, the fellowship that is very important with our organization.
Morning, Brian.
Good morning.
How are you?
Very good.
Great. So, from Bangor, Maine as well?
Yes.
So as a judge for this morning's festivities, I was looking at the appearance, the uniform, and their equipment, so the cars themselves. So when we're looking at the appearance, we're looking at their personal grooming, their hair, did they shave or not? We're looking at the uniform, the style of the uniform, the neatness.
Go! All right, here we go. Oh, come on! Well, that was a quick run. Motor died on me, and we're just about done. Going down the course, the motor decided to quit, didn't want to keep going, so we went out the back side of the course and got to socialize with some of the spectators down there. It's all in fun.
Latest hospital in the Shrine Hospital Empire is in Montreal. The only unit in Montreal, rather the only hospital in Montreal, is the only one in Canada. And it is absolutely magnificent. If ever anybody's in Montreal and would like to go see it, it's a state-of-the-art structure, and we just hear nothing but raving comments and congratulatory messages from everybody that's seen it. It's just something out of this world.
Yeah, it's a wonderful hospital. There's a picture of it just going by in front of us there, Roger. I think they might even get that on the television as it goes by there. I think that's the Motor Corps unit coming there, Roger, isn't it?
Yes, I think it is. They're very quiet. They're a peaceful unit. I don't understand, but that's not in keeping with the Shriners at all. But they just sort of float by and make no noise at all.
Yeah, they've got their motorcycles out today, and they probably competed earlier today. There's another bunch of funny cars coming down the street there, and they're doing a little drill right now.
The turnout to watch this parade today has been really fantastic, and such gratifying for all the Shriners who are here, because there's nothing better than to put on a parade and have wonderful participation on the sidelines by the spectators. It's truly wonderful. Oh, next we've got the railroad unit. It's very colorful. There you can hear the train whistle blowing. Adds a lot of sentiment to the parade. People who have never seen a train or heard one.
We wear a fez on our heads. Every Shriner wears a fez. It's our most important symbol. And the temple is written across the top, so you can tell where they're from. Muzzle, that's Muzzle. They're out of St. John's, Newfoundland.
Oh, are they? Okay.
They're illustrious Sir Elmer Rizak, and they've got 480, almost 500 Shriners in their unit, and they like us here in New Brunswick, support the Montreal Children's Hospital and the Boston Burn Unit.
It's like a circus train.
I think that's Karnak.
All
yes,
different
Karnak.
animals on
They're
it.
out of Montreal.
Yes.
Their illustrious Sir Potentate is Barry Scherdendorfer. They support, of course, the Montreal Hospital and the Boston Burn Center. And Karnak has close to 700 members currently in their temple. Here's a group from Cornwall, Ontario. They're part of Karnak as well because the temple crosses over the border into Ontario, and they're just parading along there. I think that's the potentate probably coming down the street. And the divan members. You hear us use the term divan. That is the various members on the executive of the temple. Oh, there's a toilet coming there, Roger, in case anyone has to go to have a little business. They're from Tunis.
This must be a hillbilly unit, is it?
Kind of looks like it. I think it's a hillbilly
I see
unit,
an
yeah.
outhouse coming there.
Yeah,
That could be in, well, good use here before the end of the parade.
yeah. They're from Tunis. They're out of Ottawa. Their illustrious sir, their potentate's name is Lionel Rowe. They help our Montreal Hospital with all their fundraising and the Boston Burn Center as well. And they currently are at about 575 Shriners in their temple. Here's another clown coming down the street. Some of these guys, in order to become a shrine clown, they have to go to shrine school. It's held every spring down in the United States. They have to go for a number of days. It's not just a quick and easy thing to become a Shriner clown. They have training on all kinds of things, how to talk and deal with children and what to do and not do, and then they get makeup classes and they get balloon tying classes and all these kind of things.
Sphinx Shriner.
I think Anna's coming down the street.
Sphinx.
They're our closest neighbors in Maine, and they have their own little pipe band. That's one of the units that the Anna has. They're based out of Bangor, Maine. Their potentate is illustrious Sir Bob Turner currently, and they're one of our bigger Shriner units. Currently they have 2,750 Shriners in their unit. They support the Springfield Shriners Hospital and the Boston Burn Unit for all their fundraising efforts. Oh, here we have an Oriental band coming down the street.
It's still part of Anna, Doug?
Still part of Anna, yes. Anna has 32 units in their temple, and quite a few of their folks were able to come here today, and that's their Oriental band. You see it on their bass drum there.
Oh, yeah.
Based out of Bangor, yeah. And there's Anna's Facts and Figures unit going by with another bunch of facts for the people along the parade route to really get to know what Shriners are all about. As we said, any child up to the age 18 who needs specialized service in any of our 22 hospitals. You just have to call that number I gave you, 1-800-361-7256, or talk to any Shriner anytime, and we'll see what we can do to help those children. There we go.
Here they come.
The Anna go-karts, here they come over the top. Watch them go.
Whoa.
They love to do that run and jump on that car. They've got their own jump run here. The Anna go-kart team.
You only get to see them once.
Aleppo, I think that's Aleppo coming now.
Okay. Oh, they got all kinds of those carts.
Aleppo come from Wilmington, Massachusetts. They got a big unit. Aleppo's our biggest unit in the temple with 3,500 Shriners. They're a big unit just outside Boston. They support the Springfield Hospital and the Boston Burn Hospital as well. They brought a tractor trailer up here full of their toys here for this parade, and you're going to see a lot of them going by here in just a short little while. It's great that Rogers is helping us in this way to get our message out about what we do for children and how you can help us help children here. It's Mount Sinai, yeah, and there's their go-kart team too. They've got another one of these up and over go-kart groups. They drive her and they drive right up over the top of that. Here they come. Oh, up he goes. It's the Mount Sinai Shriners. Their potentate is illustrious Sir Ken Canning Jr. And if you want to become a Shriner, just talk to us about that too. We're always looking for new members. You have to become a Mason. It's very simple.